Welcome to our sermon recap for this week. This week we talked about the story of the disciples after the resurrection of Jesus. They decided to go fishing, and Peter and the other disciples got together in a boat and they went fishing, and they fished all night and they didn't catch a single thing. Now you might bear in mind that some of them used to be professional fishermen, but still they had no success. Now in the morning there was a man on the shore who asked them if they had anything, and they said they didn't catch any fish, so he said, cast the net on the right side of the boat and you will find some. So they cast the net and they could barely draw the net in because it was so full of fish, 153 fish. When John, the disciple, recognized that it was the Lord, he said so, and then Peter jumped into the water and swam to shore, dragging the net with him. And then the Lord fed them a breakfast of broiled fish and bread, which they had prepared. It's a wonderful story about a lesson for all of us, but also a lesson about what the Lord wants us to remember as people who are trying to share the message of His church as well. So the idea is we can try all of our lives or all of our time to try to learn things or try to gather things or have success with relationships with other people, but if we're only coming from our own intellect or our own idea of what's right, that's casting the net on the left side of the boat, we'll have no success. But if we listen to the Lord, which is to cast the net on the right side of the boat, which is to come from things from affection, from love, from charity and kindness, then we will have success. This also applies to learning things. If we try to learn things because we have to, we have no affection for it, it's really hard to retain that information. Well, when we love something, it's almost effortless to learn it. We absorb it, it becomes part of us easily. The other side of this, too, is that when it comes to sharing the message of the church, if you try to tell people, you're wrong, or this is why my religion is right, or my ideas are right, nobody cares about that. It's not going to have any impact. But when we share that this is how this has impacted me, this is how it helps my life, and teach people, because we're acting from good and love, and we're sharing that because we care about other people, that has an impact and can help them. The other neat thing about the story, too, is that they had that breakfast with the Lord, and that when we actually approach things from love, fishing on the right side of the boat, the Lord feeds us within with love and kindness and truths. That's what the fish and the bread's picture. We're filled up on the inside. The Lord sort of is converting us on the inside, or changing our insides for us when we are willing to approach things from love. All right, that's the last message for today. Hope you have a great week, and we'll see you next time.